My name is Jack Talbert, and this is my IndieGoGo campaign. I'm making an impassioned plea to any of those that would like to help support this project. We are going to do something that hasn't been done before, and that is 100 miles per gallon at 70 miles per hour with a full-size sedan. People have achieved 100 miles per gallon before. People have been able to drive full-size sedans for well over a century, but the combination of the two, that hasn't happened yet. We need that. We need to replace the internal combustion engine, and that's what this campaign is to do. We want to replace the internal combustion engine with a new type of external combustion engine. In order to do that, we need your help. So, I'm extending an invitation to anyone that wants to have a better car, anybody that wants to have better economy, anybody that wants to have a better environment. Those are things that we can accomplish, but we have to take a step away from the internal combustion engine. The car that we're designing is going to use what's called a multi-ferroic alloy. It's an alloy that's stable at room temperature. At ambient, heat it up slightly, it becomes magnetic. Some pickup coils, and we have a battery charger. No moving parts. And the combustion process is a simple combustion process like burning a candle, rather than in the internal combustion engine where it's an explosion followed by burn zones and rapidly expanding gases. The problem with the internal combustion engine is that it generates waste heat. This system doesn't have waste heat in that capacity. All of the heat is used, well, not all of it, but the vast majority of the heat is used to create the magnetic current, which the coils pick up and use as a battery charger. And then there's not a need for a cooling system above and beyond that, which the natural convection air cooling would do. Small series of batteries, a couple of wheel hub motors, a lot of designing, planning, engineering, and a lot of time spent buying motor controllers and trying the combinations that work the best. And we can get there. And I think it's important to remember that it's ordinary people that really do make the difference. If you get the opportunity, look up a man named Samuel Pierpont Langley, turn of the 19th to the 20th century scientist. He was very well funded by the United States War Department at the time, and he was parallel developing a heavier than air flying machine with the Wright brothers. But if you get a chance, compare what Samuel Langley did versus the Wright brothers and how they were each able to succeed and fail in their goals. My name is Jack Talbert. This is my IndieGoGo project, and there is a quick little news article yet to follow. Please, if you have the ability to share $1, do it. If you can share 5, 10, 50, whatever, read the perks. You'll see what's there. If it's something that interests you, help. If you don't want to financially support us, or if you can't, then please pass this link along. Send it to people that you would know in the media, send it to friends, send it to people that you wouldn't think maybe they could or couldn't help. They may be able to, but get the word out. I'm Jack Talbert, and I very much thank you for your time and support, and please support IndieGoGo. Good site, good campaigns, good people. It's a way that ordinary people can make an impact, and I hope that you can help support our project. Thank you.
Well, Dana Davis is in, and it sounds like an answer to our prayers, paying less money at the pump. That's what we all want to do, right?
Exactly, less money. And it's a car that can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in about 2 minutes. And sure, the get-up might be a little slow, but it can travel up to 900 miles on 1 tank of gas.
Jack Talbert loves his 1981 Delta 88.
Yeah, it's a cool car. It is. They use these in rap videos.
He especially loves passing by gas stations.
On the highway, on average, it's 49 miles per gallon.
And in town, Jack guesstimates he gets about 70 miles per gallon. The vintage Oldsmobile used to get 12 miles per gallon on the highway, but Jack did a little tinkering under the hood and converted his carburetor.
Used a exhaust coupler to make a vacuum canister, and what it does is it basically rapidly accelerates the evaporation process of the gasoline, converts it into a true gas.
The process is gasoline vaporization, which uses fuel vapors. The technology was co-developed by Jack's father, George Talbert, and Tom Ogle of El Paso, Texas in the 1970s. This is George Talbert's original prototype. Jack says the technology can work on any internal combustion engine that normally would burn propane or gasoline. According to the 2006 Fuel Economy Guide, two of the fuel economy leaders are the manual Honda Insight, which gets 60 miles per gallon in the city and 66 on the highway, and the automatic Toyota Prius, which gets 60 miles per gallon in the city and 51 on the highway. Jack says getting even higher miles per gallon of gas with vaporization technology is obtainable.
100 miles per gallon has been accomplished and verified before by Tom Ogle, and my father was getting around 80.
Jack says car manufacturers have known about the vaporization technology for years, but if consumers are willing to pay high prices for gas, things probably won't change much.
And we know that there's better technology out there. There's better hybrid technology, there's better fueling systems for cars, there's better cars that can be made.
Can I ask that real quick?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I want this car. We were just talking. I was like, why don't all car makers do that?
Well, essentially, what I was told is that they don't want to lose their shirts, so to speak, on, you know, busting out and trying new stuff.
So instead, we'll lose our shirts, right?
Yeah.
For sure. So how many times has he actually been to the gas station? He bought it in November?
Right, he bought it in November of last year, and he's only stopped at the gas station 5 times. 5 times.
I think he's on to something.
I think so too. I think so too. Exactly. And for more information about the converted Oldsmobile or gasoline vaporization, you may call Jack Talbert at 785-280-1564. And if you have a special event happening in your community, or if you want your town featured on Good Morning Kansas, please email me your ideas at dana.davis@49abcnews.com.